All right, today is a day of learning. Today is a day of learning with Kruesi Originals and my friend and life partner, Trent Mercado. What we're going to do is we're going to teach you guys how to measure your brake lines, pick out the features you're going to put to your brake lines, say banjos and all those kind of things, how to go on, build them out on KruesiOriginals.com, and order them. It's going to be super easy. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then we're going to answer the age-old question of how to wire up a brake switch to an RCS19 Brembo master cylinder and how to hook it up to ABS. A lot of mysteries are being solved today, so like, subscribe, tell a friend that I said hello. Thank you.
Now, first you want to measure from your master cylinder to whatever brake junction you have going on under your trees. You could also run two brake lines. I don't think it looks as good, so we'd run the junction and do it that way. Grab your soft tape. Fabric. Where'd you get this? You've had this longer than I've been alive, right?
That's a seamstress tape, and it was my mother's. So that
longer than I've been alive.
That was old when my grandfather was young.
It feels like it.
Yes.
Yeah. It reads like it too.
So says the wind.
It's fairly accurate.
It reads like it. It reads like a true good old American tape measure. I bet you it's about 4 inches longer than it was. You know how old it is?
You know how old it is? It was made in Italy.
Oh,
when was the last time they made anything?
I don't know. Ferrari. Is that still made there? Didn't Ford buy that or something?
I don't know. I know they make wine and pretty good pizza.
I bet for every inch you're gaining a 1/4 inch on that thing from how stretched out it is now.
Easily.
So that just goes to show that it doesn't have to be that accurate. Anyways, back to Trent.
All right, we're here. The right way to do this would be to put the banjo that you have, like the fitting that you chose, up in there and then measure thread to thread. But on this, you could kind of just guesstimate where that'll be.
Because you wouldn't have a banjo at home yet.
Yeah, you wouldn't have a banjo at home yet, so you would just be going off of...
You want to carry about 1 inch away from it.
That's a good reference.
Yeah.
So like 1 inch away from the center of the hole you got here.
1/2 inch to 1 inch. A good honest 3/4, I would say, is probably right.
Put her up there. Measure down to whatever fitting you have down here. Right now we're looking at like 21 inches.
You gotta pretend that the thing's gonna go where it's gonna go as well. So put a little length in there. She's still good?
Yeah. I got 21 inches.
Yeah, I wish.
You want to grab the brake line?
So this is all pertaining to dual disc front end. If you have a single disc, you're gonna come off of there, then follow it along the line that it's gonna route and do it that way, and it's gonna be really long. But we're doing dual disc today, so coming right off the old cert right here. This is a Big Bear Choppers, or they're not choppers anymore. It's something
Big Bear
Performance. These guys right here, they are about the only block out there to get rid of ABS, the stock module, because they're all hard lined in. So you got to put one of these guys in. They come with these fittings. Come right off of that. We'll go down to where the banjo would go right into this hole, and I'm at like I'm going to give a little bit of a pull over so I have extra room. Also, this is very crucial. I forgot. You want to make sure it's jacked up in the front and your forks are fully extended all the way when you measure this. So your banjo, normally you're either going to run a 30 or a straight off of something like this. So I'm going to go to about I'm going to say 18 and a half is pushing it. 19, I'm going to go a little loose. 19 straight to it, so that's going to give me a little bit of this. You want a little bit of curve in your back there. Just a little bit. You also need to figure out what kind of banjo and what size and style of banjo you want to get. The banjo is the piece that goes from this to the cable. It's like a little loop with a dong sticking out of it, and you screw your hydraulic line up to it, and then a rod goes through the hole and screws it down to the master. That guy comes in either a straight, where it's just a straight off, or you can get straight, you can get a 30, or you can get a full 90 like that, where it's just straight up. Normally on the handlebars, we'll run a 30, so it kind of falls along the line of the handlebars. And then off the brakes, we'll run a 32, so it's just kind of sticking up like this, and then it runs the brake line back. Normally, on a dual disc, you will have 10 millimeter banjos. On a single, they'll usually be 10s on the caliper, and it's a 12 or a 3/16, right? Or a 9/16?
Like a 12 mil or a, 7/16 or something like that.
It's the big one.
Something bigger than
It's the big one.
Yeah.
Single disc is bigger. For some reason, that doesn't make any sense, but it is. But once you got that, once you have your banjos, once you have all your measurements, and you've measured 50 times over and you know 100% that you're right and you're ready and you've checked every scenario, write it all down, go to KruesiOriginals.com and do the next step.
All right, so first thing you're gonna do is go to your computer, go to your search bar and type in KruesiOriginals.com, and it'll take you to this beautiful website here that we have created for you. Then on the top left, there's a little search bar. Hit the search bar, type in brake line. Brake line builder pops right up. Then, once you're in the page, oh man, brake lines for $0.01? That's awesome, those are cheap. Until you go in and add your size.
They're not 1 cent?
You mean they're not 1 cent? No, so all right, so you go, we've got the length and the finishes here. We got black and clear, clear being stainless. So if you want stainless silver lines, you go with clear. If you want black lines, you pick black. And what was the sizes that you found, Kruesi? What sizes are we looking for? Length? I'm going to say 19. 19 inches.
19, yeah.
19 inches. We'll go clear. As you can see, the price stepped up when I selected 19-inch clear. Then you could go in and select your fittings. 35 10 mil. We did 35 degree or 3/8 10 mil, 35 degree. And your second fitting, because each brake line needs both sides, so you get both side fittings. On that guy, we'll also do a 3/8 35 degree. So there you've got your brake line, both of your banjos. You can add to the cart there. That'll toss it up into your cart. So there's one way you could order your brake lines off the website. There is also another way that Tom set up. So if you go to the search bar, type in brake lines, you can see we were in this builder, this middle page right here, but we also have universal stainless lines if you wanted to do like a replacement line or something like that. And here you've got your color, black or stainless, all the sizes we offer. And down in the description you can see these pair great with our AN universal brake line fittings. You select your line, your color, add it to your cart, hit the universal brake line fittings, and it takes you to the page for the universal brake line fittings, and you can just add your size and degree and add that to your cart as well. And then once they're in your cart, you can check out, fill in your shipping info, make sure you select your right shipping info and your billing address, all that stuff, and put the order through, and then Tom will get it out as fast as he possibly can.
Now that you've made that order and only a matter of a few days later, all the stuff showed up. You got brake lines, you got banjos. Did you get crush washers? Do you have to order those separately?
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that.
The banjos don't come with crush washers or the banjo bolt. You'll be able to use your stock banjo bolt 98% of the time, unless you're switching from a single disc to a dual disc.
With, yes, that, or if you're going from single cable to dual cable.
Yes.
But if you have an RCS19, which you should buy one of those, they're available at KruesiOriginals.com, made by Brembo. They come with the tall and the short ones, so you can go both ways, just like Trent.
Yes. Also, if you order your RCS19 from us, we include a single banjo in the package free of charge.
A single, only one?
Only one.
You don't get the top
it
and the
goes
bottom
one way. Yeah, it only goes one way.
But it ain't gonna seal.
No, so you know,
you get enough crush washers to do one single banjo.
Yeah, one banjo option. So because the Brembo ships with the double banjo,
yeah,
we include a single banjo.
Oh, we put the single in there.
Yes.
Oh, it doesn't
Yeah,
come with the
no.
two?
It comes with the
We're
double
throwing
banjo.
that in there?
We're throwing the single banjo in there.
Oh, well, you're welcome. How much does that cost?
It's compensated in the price, don't worry. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's put this together now. Now we get to put things together. Get your buddies and get your Coors Lights out. Let's get down to action.
You'd be amazed all the stuff you could learn in the garage drinking some beer with your boys.
That was the guy's, that was his resume when he came here telling us we should hire him because he'd be way better than every other mechanic in our shop. Because you'd be amazed at how much you can learn sitting around drinking beer with your buddies in the garage. That was his experience. I told him to get the my motorcycle shop. So, this guy is just finger tight on. Do not ever go tighten this down. Don't ever tighten anything because you're going to have to do an alignment process so you don't have this thing twisted all up looking ugly. So, finger blast it on just like that. We're going to take out our nice 30-degree banjo, 10mm banjo. And Trent also reminded me that being kind to people is always good. Actually, he reminded me that if you run a Brembo down here and a Brembo on top, they come with the banjo bolt and the crush washers. So you don't got to worry about it. You really just can live a frivolous life at that point. Buy a couple more things off KruesiOriginals.com. All right, screwing this dude on. Also, he's just going to get finger tighted as well for now. Just to take a look at things. Ooh. She's tight, like a tiger. I think it's gonna work though. This guy's kind of just tight where I want it to be. It's not tight, it's just snug down. I'm gonna take this and get it out of the way. Need a 1/2 inch, or sorry, 7/16 wrench, and preferably an AN wrench. These are made out of aluminum so they don't scar stuff. You can get away with using a crescent wrench and just doing a really good job. I did it for probably 15 years before Earls gave me this because they saw what I was doing. But thanks, Earls. But it does help. So if I want this dude to land here, I need to start back a ways. So I'm going to keep her pretty snug as I can get it, and I'm going to go about 50%. I don't know if it's going to get there. What could have happened right there? Could have went the wrong way.
Go the right way.
Nah, that should have worked. Thing doesn't have a lot of squish. All right, I'm only gonna go like 10%. Yeah, going backwards. Why is this going backwards? All right. So I'm gonna turn it this way. I'm standing out of the way all backwards on this, trying to be out of the way because I'm a porn star and I gotta show off my goods. As Chase refers to right here, it puts me in some kind of weird dyslexic backwards situation for me.
Adapt, dude.
Oh, I will adapt and overcome. I just might have taken her just a little bit too far. That's what I tend to do with jokes mostly. All right, well. Oh, I f***ed myself so good. You know what I should have done is tighten this dude first. Well, I'm gonna put a little extra rotation on him. Oh, you wanna fucking turn a couple laps? Okay. Well, is everything.
Wasn't me.
Tighten this guy first. Hey, we grabbed another 7/16 and bite the backside of this so we can lock it out. All right, I got Trent up here. We're double wrenching this nut up here together as friends. And I'm gonna tighten this guy first because you gotta keep this guy loose. That's pretty tight. Does it feel good in this guy? Hold this forking dude from moving if you can.
Let me get a bigger wrench.
One more tool. Ready? Okay. All right, now I line this dude up down here, get him just a little bit snug. Which, is he already? Nope. We're gonna go here, wherever you want it to sit, and then I'm gonna turn it just about 25% more clockwise. Got it right that time. You gotta clock it just right, and you just gotta keep trying and trying and have patience and do it over and over again until you get it just right, because just right looks way cooler than almost or half-assed. 12, 13, may hand me that. You ever seen any motionless dance?
Never. You're supposed to
Let me get hopped up on that stuff and I'll show you. Ready?
Ready. I'm trying to think where I've seen this dance before.
Emotionless. Hardest thing you'll ever do in your life, promise you. All right, she's a full droop, stretched all the way out. We've got lots of sensual slack in there. That's really good. It's also not hanging out a bunch, so when it is sagged down, it will just stick out a bunch. Won't stick out a bunch, it'll stick out a little, look nice and tight. This guy is tilted out just a little bit, so this thing is gonna drive out this way. Also, I spent my time clocking this just right, so when it is locked into place, it forces this out. It kind of has a little bit of a twist, not enough to make it unshapely in a weird way like this or something, but just enough to want it to rotate out like that. So these are just things to take your time and, you know, do it over and over again. Just don't scar up the face of that thing. That's why you want one of these, or you want something that's gonna be nice. I used to stick a 3/8 drive, like 9-inch. You know what, I'll show you on the next one. Hold. And we're back. I'm screwing the top on. I'm gonna show you just a quick guy over here. So if you don't have an AN wrench, which you can get one on Amazon for super, they are cheap. Just, I would suggest getting one, but sometimes I understand, you know, just biting the bullet and buying that extra tools. Like, you just wanna say, you to the man, I can do this my own way. But you can take quarter drive, 9-inch extension, and you can just use it as a lever and tighten it that way. It also works really, really well, and it won't scar up the face. You don't want to damage that dude at all. That's important. If you divot that, you're probably gonna have a leak. You don't want leaks. You have to call a plumber. All right, put this together. Come on, baby. This one is going to be a bit more slack than that guy over there, like quite a bit. There's no 1-inch increments, huh? It's 2. That sucks. Mm-hmm. That is one part. This guy I have to rotate the opposite direction. Let's see if I can fork myself over 15 times trying to get this right again. I'm going to do it old school.
Now that Ryan went over how to install the brake lines on the motorcycle, I'm going to go over how to install the brake switch on your RCS19 to your factory brake switch on your CANBUS style 2014 and up Harley Davidson.
But Trent,
Yes.
There's 3 wires coming out of this one and only 2 of them in the factory switch. What's going on?
Right you are, Ryan. You don't have to ground the switch. It goes through the brake switch itself. So one of these is a potential ground because it's a universal style switch, because The brake switches in the Harleys are a normally open switch, I believe. So when the brake is off, lever off, the brake is open, and you close the switch with the lever triggering the brake lights. So they give you this awesome wiring diagram. Simple as can be. You just connect for a normally open, it's brown to blue. Normally closed is gray to brown. All right, so yeah, we're gonna use the brown and blue guy. We're gonna the gray guy.
Beautiful. What is that thing?
Oh, I didn't even say what it was. So, in order to use your RCS19 with your CANBUS style Harley Davidson, you need to get the Curvy Girl Brembo compatible switch from Curvy Girl.
From KruesiOriginals.com. You get it from KruesiOriginals.com where it's available. Curvy Girl, brake light switch.
Is it available on our website?
I don't know. Probably.
It's probably available
on
on
our
our
website now. It will be. Everything's on our website. It's a mega store. It's like, what would Kruesi and Amazon put together sound like? Cruise Amazon?
Cruise on.
Amuzi? Welcome to Amuzi, mother. Oh.
Should we wire it so they could unplug it? Make it like serviceable, right?
Well, is there a plug-in for the stock one?
No, it's just, but the stock switch is like a part of the housing.
Well, you just unscrew this with the one screw and pop that out of there, right?
Oh yeah, that's fair.
That does make it real nice. Brembo, quality, performance. That's gonna be a pain in the ass to work with down the road.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like wiring it in, you know? I mean,
Well, it's tight like a tiger. Where's the other switch?
I already cut it off.
Shut the Oh, you did. I'll be dipped in Now, whirlwind. Jazz?
Hang on. Bloody. Do you know if the key for this thing is on it or next to it or by it?
No, it's not hooked. Any battery's not hooked up.
So how are we gonna make? God damn it!
I can clear it out. Well, I'll be dipped in.
All right, so we just verified that the brown and the blue wires are what we need. It doesn't matter what wire you wire them to on the bike side, you know, because they're both black. It's not a polarity switch. It doesn't matter. But you use the brown and blue wire, and if you look at their when they send the switch, it comes with a whole bunch of wire leads and they're labeled. So the blue is the normally open, which we verified that's what that's what the Harley Davidson switch is normally open, but the gray one is for a normally closed switch. Metric stuff, that kind of stuff is normally closed. So we verified that, we checked that it worked, it works, everything's cool. I'm gonna throw some heat shrink on all this stuff, clean it up, make it look nice, and get the switch housing back on and finish that up there.
And on that utter bombshell, we're gonna get the fork out of here. Don't forget, April 11th, 2026, in beautiful Arizona at Firebird Motorsports Park. It is Metro Mayhem is going down, the craziest combustion engine, maximum chaos thing you could ever go to. Check it out, it's super sick. You can also go to KruesiOriginals.com and get everything that you need. Everything that's on this bike is available on there, and it's super dope. We get bikes away there all the time, and it's a good time. And thank you very much. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell two friends. Go outside and get active. Peace.